never should have come here.
Now you're mine.
Weird out, I guess. I'm a bit busy at the moment. We could always use help picking crops if you need a few extra coins. I used to be. There isn't much time for that in my life anymore, I'm afraid.
Have you heard? There's been another dragon attack. Kynes Grove this time.
This place is boring. Nothing but the same thing every day.
Hold there. Before I let you into Riften, you need to pay the visitor's tax. For the privilege of entering the city. What does it matter? All right, keep your voice down. You want everyone to hear you? I'll let you in. Just let me unlock the gate. The gate's unlocked. You can head inside when you're ready.
I had another run-in with a thief's guild.
Be careful, Mio.
I don't know you.
The thieves
You and
guild is
Riften
made
looking
of
for
black
trouble?
briar at her back. One snap of her fingers and you could end up in Riften jail. Or worse.
They represent the reason
Don't
I'm
say
here.
something you'll
I can't just
regret.
ignore them, Eren.
Last thing the Blackbriars need is some loudmouth trying
I
to
just
meddle in
don't
their
want them to
affairs.
You're the only good thing that's happened to this city in a long time.
The Blackbriars have Riften in their pocket and the Thieves Guild watching their back, so keep your nose out of their business. Me? I'm Maul. I watch the streets for them. If you need dirt on anything, I'm your guy. But it'll cost you. Only way you could have found one of those is by stealing it. Guess you'll fit in around here better than I thought. So what do you want to know? Do I look like a merchant to you? You're gonna have to take that up with Vex in the Thieves Guild. Get in good with them and you'll find her. The only thing I heard is a rumor that a boy named Aventus Aretino in Windhelm has been attempting to contact the Dark Brotherhood. He used to live here in Riften at the orphanage on the other side of town, but I think he ran away. Can't say I blame him. Be seeing you around.
I'm really
What
getting
did you
tired of
want?
your excuses. When you borrowed the money, you said you'd pay it back
You
on
kidding?
time, and
My
you
brother
told me
Dirge
you were
works in their hideout.
I know I...
I used to run with them myself, but took a job with Maven after they
Next
started
time,
hitting
keep
a
your
rough
plans
patch.
quiet, and nothing would have
If
happened
you
to
want to get in on that action, find Brynjolf in the marketplace. I'm sure he could use someone like you.
Look, Shadow, last
Be
word.
seeing you
Pay
around.
up. Oh. I care about is the gold. Everything else is your problem. I don't have any business with you, so get out of my face.
My food is the best in all of Skyrim.
Never done an honest day's work in your life for all that coin you're carrying, hey lad? I'm saying you've got the coin, but you didn't earn a septim of it honestly. I can tell. It's all about sizing up your mark, lad. The way they walk, what they're wearing. It's a dead giveaway. Oh, but that's where you're wrong, lad. Wealth is my business. Maybe you'd like a taste. I've got a bit of an errand to perform, but I need an extra pair of hands. And in my line of work, extra hands are well paid. Simple. I'm going to cause a distraction. You're gonna steal Medesi's silver ring from a strongbox under his stand. Once you have it, I want you to place it in Branche's pocket without him noticing. Sorry, I usually have a nose for this kind of thing. Never mind then, lad. If you change your mind, come find me.
Make love like a saber cat, or crush your enemies to dust like a giant. Only a mere 20 gold coins, and all this could be yours.
Glad to see you finally came to your senses. Ready to make some coin? Ah, expecting free information, eh? Help me deal with business first, then we'll see how I can help you. Besides, you look like your pockets are a little light on coin. Am I right? Passing on a golden opportunity is worse. Until next we meet, lad. Simple. Once you have it, there's someone that wants to see him put out of business permanently. Now, you tell me when you're ready, and we'll get started. Good. Wait until I start the distraction, then show me what you're made of.
Everyone, gather round. I have something amazing to show you that demands your attention. No pushing, no shoving. Plenty of
You
room.
there. The Dawn Guard is looking for anyone willing to fight against the growing vampire menace. What do you say?
Come on, Brynjolf. What is it this time?
That's what everybody says.
Patience, Branche.
Right up until they find their
This
throat
is a
being
rare
ripped out by a pack of
I
hungry
wouldn't want
vampires.
you to get left out.
That's what you said about the wisp essence. And it turned out to be crushed nirn root mixed with water.
Watch it!
That was a simple misunderstanding. But this item is the real thing. Lads and lasses, I give you Falma Blood Elixir.
Oh, come on. Are you talking about the snow elves?
The one and only. Mystical beings who live in legends and were masters of great magic.
Hey, watch
good
what
as
you're doing!
The problem is your disrespect for the laws of this land. It's time to face the Jarl's justice.
What a waste of time.
Is that your best, huh? I'm suffering worse than
Do your worst.
I had another run-in with a thief's guild.
I don't know you. You and Riften looking for trouble?
Maven Blackbriar at her back.
Yeah? Well, last thing the Blackbriars needed. The Black... Me? I'm Maul. I watched the... Only way you... So what do you want to know? Do I look like I'm... Get in good with them and you'll find her.
Just don't want you to leave.
The only thing... He used to live here in Riften at the orphanage, on the other side. You kidding? I used to run... If you want to get in on that action, find Brynjolf in the marketplace. I'm sure he could use someone like you.
I'm really getting tired of your excuses. When you borrowed the money, you said you'd pay it back on
Vegetables
time.
as crisp as a winter's morning.
working at the
Never
Riften
done an
fishery is
honest
tough.
day's work in your life? Ah, expecting... Besides, you look like your pockets are a little light on coin. Am I right? Passing on a golden opportunity is... I've got a bit... And in my line of work, simple. Once you have it, I want you to place it in Branche's pocket. There's someone that... Now, you tell me when you're ready? Good. Wait until I
Beginning
start
to
the
think leaving
distraction,
Mournhold was a
then show me
mistake.
what you're made of.
Everyone, gather round. I have something amazing to show you that demands your attention.
Vegetables as crisp as a winter's
Gather
morning.
round all.
Come on, Brynjolf. What is it this time?
Patience, Branche. This is a rare...
Never should have come here.
Please, someone
The problem is your disrespect for the laws of this land.
Come back tomorrow
It's
if you
time
wish
to
to
face
buy.
the Jarl's justice.
What a waste of time.
Everyone, gather round. I have something amazing to show you that demands your attention. No pushing, no shoving. Plenty of room.
All meats guaranteed, clean and free from rock joints.
Come on, Brynjolf. What is it this time?
Patience, Branchet. This is a rare opportunity, and I wouldn't want you to get left out.
That's what you said about the wisp essence, and it turned out to be crushed Nirnroot mixed with water.
Well, that was a simple misunderstanding.
Fresh
But this
meats and
item
produce.
is the real
Get
thing.
them before they're gone.
Lads and...
You're not getting anything from me. Did you hear something?
Well, that was a simple
Vegetables
misunderstanding.
as crisp
But
as
this
a
item
winter's morning.
is the real thing. Lads and lasses, I give you Falma Blood Elixir.
Oh, come on. Are you talking about the snow elves?
The one and only. Mystical beings who live in legends and were masters of great magic. Imagine the power that coursed through their veins.
How did you get that then? No one's seen them in
excuse
years.
me, my lord. My sources must remain a secret for their own protection, but I can promise you that the contents are genuine.
Please, I need but a septum.
One sip of
A
the
septum is
elixir and
all
your
I ask.
wishes
Is
will
that
be
so
granted.
bad?
Great wealth, everlasting life, or perhaps limitless power could be yours.
How much does it cost?
Only 20 gold septums. Hurry, before my supply is gone.
He has to be lying.
I'm a dirty beggar.
Learn a
Why
library's
would you
worth
want
of
to even
knowledge in
speak to
moments.
You're a stranger here too, huh?
Maybe
I
I'll
run
buy
the
one.
meat and produce stand at the market. Come by and see me if you want some of the freshest
See into
food
other
you've
people's
ever eaten.
thoughts. What if he's right? Maybe I'll buy one.
Oh, excuse me, my lord. I'll be glad to sell you an elixir after I'm done with these fine people. Lads and lasses, I
Fresh
give you
meats and produce.
Falma Blood
Get them
Elixir.
before they're gone.
Oh, come on. Are you talking about the snow elves?
The one and only. Mystical beings who live in legends and were masters of great magic. Imagine the power that coursed through their
All meats
veins.
guaranteed.
How did you get that then? No one's seen them in years.
My sources must remain a secret for their own protection, but I can promise you that the contents are genuine. One sip of the elixir and your wishes will be granted. Great wealth, everlasting life.
That's close enough.
Limitless power could be yours.
How much does it cost?
The problem is your disrespect for the laws of this land. It's time to face the Jarl's justice.
What a waste of time.
Oh, Helga.
That can be a...
Order.
Lads and lasses, I
Fresh
give you
meats and produce.
Falma Blood
Get them
Elixir.
before they're gone.
Oh, come on. Are you talking about the snow elves?
The one and only. Mystical being. Who live in legends and were masters of great magic. Imagine the power that coursed through their veins.
How did you get that then? No one's seen them in years.
My sources must remain a secret for their own protection, but I can promise you that the contents are genuine. One sip of the elixir and your wishes will be granted. Great wealth, everlasting life, or perhaps limitless power could be yours.
How much does it cost?
Only 20 gold septims. Hurry, before my supply is gone.
20 coins? No one has that much.
See into other people's thoughts.
That wisp essence didn't help. But maybe this will.
20 coins? No one has that much.
Live for thousands of years.
I don't know. Sounds like I should try.
Don't listen to him. He's making this up.
Only 20 septims a bottle.
I don't know. Sounds like I should try.
Keep your hands to yourself.
The problem is your disrespect for the laws of this land. It's time to face the Jarl's justice.
Gods!
Lads and lasses, I give you
All meat
Falma
guaranteed,
Blood
clean
Elixir.
and free from rock joint.
Oh, come on. Are you talking about the snow elves?
The one and only. Mystical beings who live in legends and were masters of great magic. Imagine the power that coursed through their veins.
How did you get that then? No one's seen it.
Scully, if you know what's good for you. Scully, if you know what's good for you.
The contents are genuine. One sip of the elixir and your wishes will be granted. Great wealth, everlasting life, or perhaps limitless power could be yours.
How much does it cost?
Only 20 gold septims. Hurry, before my supply is gone.
20 coins? much.
Who knows what powers the elixir will unlock?
I run the meat and produce stand at the market.
Maybe
Come
I'll
by
buy
and
one.
see if you want to.
This
The
is
freshest
ridiculous.
food you've ever eaten.
Only 20 septims a bottle.
This is... just what I need right now.
Well, I see that my time is up. Come back tomorrow if you wish.
Don't even think about it.
What a waste of time.
Damn. I knew I shouldn't have waited.
Looks like I chose the right person for the job. And here you go. Your payment. Just as I promised. The way things have been going around here, it's a relief that our plan went off without a hitch. Yeah, my organization's been having a run of bad luck. But I suppose that's just how it goes. But never mind that. You did the job, and you did it well. Best of all, there's more where that came from. If you think you can handle it. Look, I'll make this simple for you. The group I represent has its home in the Ratway beneath Riften, a tavern called the Ragged Flagon. When you make up your mind, come find me there, and we'll talk about your future.
You there. The Dawn Guard is looking for anyone willing to fight against the growing vampire menace. What do you say? That's what everybody says. Right up until they find their throat being ripped out by a pack of hungry vampires. If you change your mind and decide to join the fight before it's too late, talk to Isran at Fort Dawn Guard, southeast of Riften.
Don't play stupid. I said turn out your pockets. Now.
I'm telling you, I don't... Wait, what's this ring? This isn't mine.
That's right. It isn't yours. You're under arrest, Branche.
This is insane. I didn't steal anything. I never saw this ring before in my entire life.
We can do this one of two ways. You can walk with me up to the keep, or I can drag your lifeless body. Your choice.
But I... Very well.
Jewelry with legendary Argonian craftsmanship.
Found you! I think you're bleeding.
was that? Mercy! Those days are over.
I'm telling you, this one is different.
We've all heard that one before, Bryn. Quit kidding yourself.
It's time to face the truth, old friend. You, Vex, Mercer, you're all part of a dying breed. You'd better have coin to pay for your drinks. There's no handouts here. Huh. Lot of old guys around. I don't really know how I can help. That's a touching story. Now get out of my face! Huh. Lot of old guys around. Well, when you put it that way, I think I do know the old guy you're talking about. He's holed up in the Ratway Warrens. Hardly ever leaves the place. Has someone bring him food and such. Crazy old coot from what I've heard. For that to stand out down here, he must really be off his nut. He's holed up in the Ratway Warrens. Be careful. You're not the only one looking for him. Oh, a bit of this and a bit of that. Aye.
Well, well. Color me impressed, lad. I wasn't certain I'd ever see you again. If you were expecting a palace, then maybe you're not cut out for this line of work. Our methods involve secrecy and discretion. Now, if you're done bellyaching like a child, how about handling a few deadbeats for me? They owe our organization some serious coin, and they've decided not to pay. I want you to explain to them the error of their ways. Kirava, Bersi Honeyhand, and Helga. Do this right, and I can promise you a permanent place in our organization. Honestly, the debt is secondary here. What's more important is that you get the message across that we aren't to be ignored. A word of warning, though. I don't want any of them killed. Bad for business. Of course you'll get a cut. We take care of our own. Now, if you need any details on your marks, I'll be here. Get going. Yeah, I bet I know your guy. He's hiding out in the Ratway Warrens, paying us good coin for nobody to know about it. I'll be here when you're done.
I'm not here to hold your hand.
I suppose I can work with your face. After all, the sculptor cannot always choose the finest clay. I assumed you were here to see me about your face, to have it sculpted into something more artful. So, are you here as a client? Shall I remake your face? Indeed. It is no small thing to submit yourself to the flesh sculptor's knife. I have not always been a ragged beggar. I studied with the faculty of chirurgeons and cloud. I count the nobility of both the empire, and yet I have fallen so low that I must justify myself to a wanderer in the sewers of this backwater of the world.
You'd better have coin to pay for your drinks. No handouts here.
Ow! Huh?
There's the Blades agent.
Foolish human.
I'm gonna eat well tonight, my darling. No more!
Go away! What? No, that's not me. I'm not Esbern. I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, how reassuring. Most likely you were with the Thalmor, and this is just a trick to get me to open the door, huh? Delphine? How do you... And this is just a trick to get me to open the door, huh? I told you to go away! I told you to go away! I'm not opening this door for anybody! Ah, indeed. Delphine really is alive, then? You'd better come in, then, and tell me how you found me, and what you want. This'll just take a moment. This one always fits. There we go. Only a couple more. are. Come in. That's better. Now we can talk. So, Delphine keeps up the fight after all these years. I thought she'd have realized it's hopeless by now. I tried to tell her years ago. Haven't you figured it out yet? What more needs to happen before you all wake up and see what's going on? Aldwin has returned just like the prophecy said. The dragon from the dawn of time who devours the souls of the dead. No one can escape his hunger, here or in the afterlife. Aldwin will devour all things and the world will end. Nothing can stop him. I tried to tell them. They wouldn't listen. Fools. It's all come true. All I could do was watch our doom approach. Yes. You see, you know, but you refuse to understand. Oh, yes. It's all been foretold. The end has begun. Aldwin has returned. Only a dragonborn can stop him. But no dragonborn has been known for centuries. It seems that the gods have grown tired of us. They've left us to our fate as the plaything of Aldwin the World Eater. What? You are? Can it really be true? Dragonborn? Then there is hope. The gods have not abandoned us. We must go. Quickly now. Take me to Delphine. We have much to discuss. But give me just a moment. I must gather a few things.
Yes. Inkpot? No.
I'll need... No useless trash. Where'd I put my annotated annual? One moment. I know time is of the essence, but mustn't leave secrets for the Thalmor. There's one more I must bring. Well, I guess that's good enough. Let's be off.
There's the Blades agent. Mercy! Not a meddle with the whole war.
If you're looking for conversation, the flagon isn't the place.
What was that? Too easy. The Thalmor's memories.
Do you need something?
Delphine. It's good to see you. It's been a long time.
It's good to see you too, Esbern. It's been too long, old friend. Too long. Well, then. You made it safe and sound. Good. Come on, I have a place we can talk. Orgnar, hold down the bar for a minute, will you?
Yeah, sure.
This way. Now then. I assume you know about...
Oh yes, Dragonborn. Indeed, yes. Oh, this changes everything, of course. There's no time to lose. We must locate. Let me show you. I know I had it here somewhere.
Esbern, what?
Give me just a moment. Here it is. Come. You see, right here, Skyhaven Temple. Constructed around one of the main Akaviri military camps in the Reach during their conquest of Skyrim.
Do you know what he's talking about?
Shh! This is where they built Aldrin's Wall, to set down in stone all their accumulated dragon lore. A hedge against the forgetfulness of centuries. A wise and foresighted policy, in the event Despite the far-reaching fame of Alduin's Wall at the time, one of the wonders of the ancient world, its location was lost.
Esbern, what are you getting at?
You mean, you don't mean to say you haven't heard of Alduin's Wall? Either of you?
Let's pretend we haven't. What's Alduin's Wall, and what does it have to do with stopping the dragons?
Alduin's Wall was where the ancient blades recorded all they knew of Alduin and his return. Part history, part prophecy. Its location has been lost for centuries, but I have found it again. Not lost, you see, just forgotten. The Blade's archives held so many secrets. I was only able to save a few scraps.
So you think that Alduin's Wall will tell us how to defeat Alduin?
Well, yes. But there's no guarantee, of course.
Skyhaven Temple it is, then. I knew you'd have something for us, Esbern. I know the area of the Reach that Esbern's talking about, near what's now known as Karthspire, in the Karth River Canyon. We can meet you there, or all travel together. Your call. From Riverwood, the road south through Falkreath is the most direct route. Or you could catch the carriage from Whiterun to Markarth and then approach from the west. Either way, the Reach is wild country these days. The Forsworn are everywhere. Best be careful. Your call. Might be safer to travel separately. Attract less attention that way. Don't worry, I'll get Esbern there in one piece. We'll wait for you near Karthspire. Good luck. This is it. The inn is yours. I'm probably never coming back here.
Well now, that's something to think about.
Take care of yourself, Orgnar. Goodbye.
Yeah, sure. You too, Delphine. You be safe.
We'll meet up near Karthspire.
Got some good pieces. Blades, helmets, pretty much anything to suit your needs.
Don't forget to check inside the shop if you need anything.
Heard they're reforming the Dawn Guard. Vampire hunters or something. In the old fort.
Let me know if you see anything you like. Everything's for sale, my friend. Take a look. Do come back.
Got something for just about everybody in here. Give a holler if you have any questions. You look rather pale. So you're interested in my potions and ingredients? Come back anytime if you need a remedy.
Man like you needs a warhorse, I reckon. Suppose so. Got one all saddled if you've got a deal. It's the one with the saddle.
Nightfall.
Watch the skies, traveler.
That's close enough. I'm warning you. I'm warning you. Back up. Never should have come here.
I think we're getting close. Let's keep moving. Let's keep moving. looks promising.
Yes.
Definitely early Akaviri stonework here.
We've got to get this bridge down. These pillars must have something to do with it.
Yes, these are Akaviri symbols. Here, let's see. You have the symbol for king and warrior, and of course the symbol for dragonborn. That's the one that appears to have a sort of arrow shape pointing downward at the bottom.
We must be getting close.
We should be careful. There's no telling what traps and wards the ancient blades may have set. We'd best be careful in here. Yes, that's it. The symbol on the pillar on the left.
Whatever you did, it worked. Let's see what those old blades left in our way.
Wait!
Why are you stopping?
We should be careful here. See these symbols on the floor?
Esbern's right. Look like pressure plates.
Be careful. We'll cross once it's safe.
It's safe now. Let's move.
I think we must be close to the entrance.
Wonderful. Remarkably well preserved, too. Here's the blood seal, another of the lost Akaviri arts. No doubt triggered by, well, blood. Your blood, Dragonborn. Look here. You see how the ancient blades
Try
revered?
using your blood on the carved seal on the floor. It's coming to life.
seen a fine example of early Second Era Kaviri sculpture in relief.
We need information, not only
Yes, let's see what we have. Look, here is Alduin. This panel goes back to the beginning of time, when Alduin and the dragon culture ruled over Skyrim. Here, the humans rebelled against their dragon overlords, the legendary Dragon War. Alduin's defeat is the centerpiece of the war. You see, here is fallen from the sky. The Nord Tongs, masters of the voice, are arrayed against him.
So does it show how they defeated him? Isn't that why we're here?
Ah, patience, my dear. The Akaviri were not a straightforward people. Everything is couched in allegory and mythic symbolism. Yes. This here, coming from the mouths of the Nord heroes, this is the Akaviri symbol for shout. But there's no way to know what shout is meant.
You mean they used a shout to defeat Alduin? You're sure?
Oh, yes. Presumably something rather specific to dragons, or even Alduin himself. Remember, this is where they recorded all they knew of Alduin and his turn.
So we're looking for a shout, then. Damn it. You ever heard of such a thing? A shout that can knock a dragon out of the sky? You're probably right. I was hoping to avoid having to involve them in this, but it seems we have no choice. If they had their way, you do nothing but sit up on their mountain with them and talk to the sky or whatever it is they do. The Greybeards are so afraid of power that they won't use it. Think about it. Have they tried to stop the Civil War or done anything about Alduin? No. And they're afraid of you, of your power. Trust me, there is no need to be afraid. Think of Tiber Septim. Do you think he'd have founded the Empire if he'd listened to the Greybeards? Only if you don't know how to use it. All the great heroes have had to learn to use their power. Those that shrank from their destiny. Well, you've never heard of them, have you? And there are the villains, those that misused their power. There's always a choice, and there's always a risk. But if you live in fear of what might go wrong, you'll end up doing nothing. Like the Greybeards up on their mountain. Right. Good thing they've already let you into their little cult. Not likely they'd help Esbern or me if we came calling. We'll look around Skyhaven Temple and see what else the old blades might have left for us. It's a better hideout than I could have hoped for. Talos guard you.
Look here, in the third panel. The prophecy which brought the Akaviri to Tamriel in the first place, in search of the Dragonborn. Here are the Akaviri, the blades. You see their distinctive longswords. Now they kneel, their ancient mission fulfilled, as the last Dragonborn contends with Alduin at the end of time. Are you paying attention, Delphine? You might learn something of our own history.
Your training proceeds well, Dragonborn. Where did you learn of that? Who have you been talking to? The Blades, of course. They specialize in meddling in matters they barely understand. Their reckless arrogance knows no bounds. They have always sought to turn the Dragonborn from the path of wisdom. Have you learned nothing from us? Would you simply be a tool in the hands of the Blades to be used for their own purposes? What I want is irrelevant. This shout was used once before, was it not? And here we are again. Have you considered that Alduin was not meant to be defeated? Those who overthrew him in ancient times only postponed the day of reckoning. They did not stop it. If the world is meant to end, so be it. Let it end and be reborn. No, not now. Not until you return to the path of wisdom. Dragonborn, wait. Forgive me, I was intemperate. I allowed my emotions to cloud my judgment. Master Einarth reminded me of my duty. The decision whether or not to help you is not mine to make. No, I cannot teach it to you, because I do not know it. It is called Dragonrend, but its words of power are unknown to us. We do not regret this loss. Dragonrend holds no place within the way of the voice. It was created by those who had lived under the unimaginable cruelty of Alduin's dragon cult. Their whole lives were consumed with hatred for dragons, and they poured all their anger and hatred into this shout. When you learn a shout, you take it into your very being. In a sense, you become the shout. In order to learn and use this shout, you will be taking this evil into yourself. Only Paarthurnax, the master of our order, can answer that question, if he so chooses. You weren't ready, you still aren't ready. But, thanks to the Blades, you now have questions that only Paarthurnax can answer. He is our leader. He surpasses us all in his mastery of the way of the voice. He lives in seclusion on the very peak of the mountain. He speaks to us only rarely, and never to outsiders. Being allowed to see him is a great privilege. Only those whose voice is strong can find the path. We will teach you a shout to open the way to Paarthurnax. path to Parthenax lies through this gate. I will show you how to open the way. Grant you my understanding of clear skies. This is your final gift from us, Dragonborn. Use it well. Clear skies will throw away the mist, but only for a time. The path to Parthenax is perilous, not to be embarked upon lightly. Keep moving, stay focused on your goal, and you will reach the summit.
Yolok, greetings, Wundunik. I am Parthenax. Who are you? What brings you to my Strunmach, my mountain? Yes, Vaza. You speak true, Dovahkiin. Forgive me. It has been long since I held Tinvak with a stranger. I gave in to the temptation to prolong our speech. Evenar Balok, there are many hungers it is better to deny than to feed. Drechni Nakib, discipline against the lesser aids in Kachnar, denial of the greater. Tell me, why do you come here, Volan? Why do you intrude on my meditation? Drem, patience. There are formalities which must be observed at the first meeting of two of the Dove. By long tradition, the Elder speaks first. Hear my Thum. Feel it in your bones. Match it if you are Dovahkiin. I have spoken. The Rotmulag waits. Now, show me what you can do. Greet me not as mortal, but as Dova. Yes, Sosedo Vrostmul. The dragon blood runs strong in you. It is long since I had the pleasure of speech with one of my own kind. So, you have made your way here to me. No easy task for a Jor, mortal. Even for one of Dova Sos, dragon blood. What would you ask of me? I have expected you, Proda. You would not come all this way for Tinvak with an old Dova. No, you seek your weapon against Alduin. Alduin Comate Tid. What else would you seek? Alduin and Dovahkiin return together. But I do not know the Thum you seek. Croesus, it cannot be known to me. Your kind, Jor, mortals, created it as a weapon against the Dove, the dragons. Our Hadrime, our minds, cannot even comprehend its concepts. Drem, all in good time. First, a question for you. Why do you want to learn this Thum? Prusa, as good a reason as any. There are many who feel as you do, although not all. Some would say that all things must end so that the next can come to pass. Perhaps this world is simply the egg of the next Kalpa, Lin Vokin. Would you stop the next world from being born? Paz, a fair answer. Rofus, maybe you only balance the forces that work to quicken the end of this world. Even we who ride the currents of time cannot see past time's end. Wulsetid los trahodis. Those who try to hasten the end may delay it. Those who work to delay the end may bring it closer. But you have indulged my weakness for speech long enough. Croesus, now I will answer your question. Do you know why I live here, at the peak of the Monavin, what you name throat of the world? This is the most sacred mountain in Skyrim, Zokravak Struma, the great mountain of the world. Here, the ancient tongues, the first mortal masters of the voice, brought Alduin to battle and defeated him. Yes and no. Viknus Nikaron. Alduin was not truly defeated either. If he was, you would not be here today seeking to defeat him. The Nords of those days used the Dragonrend shout to cripple Alduin, but this was not enough. Ok Mulag Unslad. It was the Kell, the Elder Scroll. They used it to cast him adrift on the currents of time. How to explain in your tongue? The Dove have words for such things that Jor do not. It is an artifact from outside time. It does not exist, but it has always existed. Rahwalan. They are fragments of creation. The Kele, Elder Scrolls as you name them, they have often been used for prophecy. Yes, your prophecy comes from an Elder Scroll. But this is only a small part of their power. Zofa Suyek. Not intentionally. Some hoped he would be gone forever, forever lost. Meye. I knew better. Tidbo Amativ. Time flows ever onward. One day, he would surface. Which is why I have lived here. For thousands of mortal years, I have waited. I knew where he would emerge, but not when. Tid Krent. Time was shattered here because of what the ancient Nords did to Alduin. If you brought that Kell, that Elder Scroll, back here to the Tid Ahran, the Time Wound, with the Elder Scroll that was used to break time, you may be able to cast yourself back to the other end of the break. You could learn Dragonrend from those who created it. Croesus, no. I know little of what has passed below in the long years I have lived here. You are likely better informed than I. Trust your instincts, Dovahkiin. Your blood will show you the way. Return it here to the Tid Ahran. Then, Kele Vomindok. Nothing is certain with such things. But I believe the scroll's bond with the Tid Ahran will allow you a seeing, a vision of the moment of its creation. Then you will feel, know Dragonrend in the power of its first expression. You will see them, Wuthfadon, my friends, Haken, Gormlaith, Feldir. The first mortals that I taught the Thum, the first tongues, the leaders of the rebellion against Alduin. They were mighty in their day, even to attempt to defeat Alduin. Sahrot Hyun, the Nords have had many heroes since, but none greater. I cannot tell you in detail. I never heard it used. Kogan. It was the first Thum created solely by mortals. It was said to force a dragon to experience the concept of mortality. A truly von Mindoran. Incomprehensible idea to the immortal Dove. Dremyolok, greetings. Lok Thum.
So, you spoke to Paarthurnax. Did he tell you what you wanted to know? Did he teach you the Dragonrend shout? Well, so be it. If he believes it is necessary for you to learn this, we will bow to his wisdom. We have never concerned ourselves with the scrolls. The gods themselves would rightly fear to tamper with such things. As for where to find it, such blasphemies have always been the stock and trade of the mages of Winterhold. They may be able to tell you something about the Elder Scroll you seek. You have learned so much already, Dragonborn. Growing your gift too quickly would be dangerous. But there are many words of power in Skyrim, carved in the dragon tongue. Even from here we can feel the Thu'um resonate from them. Finding these lost words would be a sufficient test to temper your abilities with experience. Ask when you are ready to search. We have felt the whisper of a word. Give me your map and I will show you where its echo can be found. Perhaps not, but this shout was used once before, was it not? And here we are again. Have you considered that Alduin was not meant? Those who, if the world is meant to end, so be it. Such blasphemies are the calling of mages. Take your question to the College of Winterhold. They may be able to help you. Wind, guide you.
I used to dream of it. In the dream I was standing someplace high up. Ah, you're back. I hope you've made some progress on tracking down this shout we need to defeat Alduin. Ah, indeed. There's a pretty puzzle. Not the kind of thing you will find in your local bookshop. I'm sure you'll manage, though. Do you know the College of Winterhold? They have a deep interest in such arcana.
You're in luck. There is a blessing the blades used on the eve of battle. It's supposed to prepare the mind for slaying dragons. I doubt the blessing's effects last for very long, So ask whenever you're heading out, and I'll perform the proper rites.
Then came the flash of light, just on the horizon, within the clouds that marked the border between Earth. It could have been lightning, but there was no thunder. In the dream,
You come here where you're not wanted. You eat our food, you pollute our city with your stink, and you refuse to help the Stormcloaks.
But we haven't taken a side because it's not our fight.
Hey, maybe the reason these Greyskins don't help in the war is because they're Imperial spies.
Imperial spies? You can't be serious.
Maybe we'll pay you a visit tonight, little spy. We got ways of finding out what you really are.
Oh. Do you hate the Dark Elves? Are you here to bully us and tell us to leave? You've come to the wrong city, then. Windhelm's a haven of prejudice and narrow thinking, unworthy of one such as you. Some of these Nords will come up with any excuse to despise us. And it isn't just the Dark Elves they hate. They make a target of the Argonians as well. In fact, just about anyone who isn't a Nord is fair game for their bullying. All right, then.
Then it's true, what everyone is saying. That Aventus Aretino is doing the Black Sacrament, trying to summon the Dark Brotherhood?
Oh, Grimvar. Always with the nonsense. No, of course not. Those are just tales.
Fine, then I'll invite him out to play.
Working in Windhelm is great. I get to see Ulfric.
Everyone says looking to protect yourself or deal some damage. Whether it's armor you need or a new blade, come see me.
I never expected Ulf. I couldn't ask for a better teacher than Owengo. A word of advice, don't buy discounted armor.
Need some metal hammer? Hermir's become a decent smith. Like to think I had a hand on that.
Yes. Oh, did you need
With
something?
my sword, take a look. If you meet anyone in your travels who needs good steel, send them my way.
Need something?
Poor Nilsson.
I'd travel more, but who... Oh, a bit of this and a bit of that. Thank you for your custom.
Yes? See for yourself. Good day to you. I've been a bit
You
out
need
of
anything?
sorts since
Trinkets, odds and ends,
since
that
our
sort of
daughter
thing.
was taken from us.
Be sure to stop by Sadri's used wares in the Grey Quarter.
Heard they're reforming the Dawn Guard. Vampire hunters or something in the old fort near Riften.
give us a straight answer.
He's a true Nord. He'll come around.
Don't be so sure of that. We've intercepted couriers from Solitude. The Empire's putting a great deal of pressure on Whiterun.
And what would you have me do?
If he's not with us, he's against us.
He knows that.
It's no secret.
I'd be a lot.
The suffering the Daedra cause will not go unpunished. Huh?
Let me do what? Go into college and prance about casting spells all day?
Don't just walk away from me.
Cross the bridge at your own peril. The way is dangerous, and the gate will not open. You shall not gain entry. Oh, forgive me. Most who arrive here do so because they have heard of the college beforehand. This is the College of Winterhold, a safe haven for mages in Skyrim, a place of wisdom and arcane knowledge. Perhaps, but what is it you expect to find within? Do you? It is true there are some here who have spent years studying the accumulated knowledge of the scrolls. But what you seek does not come easily, and can destroy those without a strong will. It would seem that the college has what you seek. The question now is, what can you offer the college? Not just anyone is allowed inside. Those wishing to enter must show some degree of skill with magic. A small test, if you will. No, I'm afraid I don't know anything of the sort. Dragonborn? It's been so long since we've had any contact with the Greybeards. Do you really have the voice? I would be most impressed to see that. How did you do that? So the stories are true. You are Dragonborn. Normally, you'd need to show some aptitude with one of the schools of magic. But you... I think there is much that we can learn from each other. I think you'll be a superb addition to the college. Welcome, apprentice. I'll lead you across the bridge. Once you're inside, you'll want to speak with Mirabelle Irvine, our master wizard. Please, follow me.
I need to ask you to stop. That shouting is making people nervous. Good. Glad we straightened that out.
I believe I've made myself rather clear.
Yes, of course. I'm simply trying to understand the reasoning behind the decision.
You may be used to the Empire bowing to your every whim, but I'm afraid you'll find that Thalmor received no such treatment here. You are a guest of the college, here at the pleasure of the Archmage. I hope you appreciate the opportunity.
Yes, of course. The Archmage has my thanks.
Very good. Then we're done here. Welcome to the college. Another new student. I'm surprised at how many of you there are lately. Well, first you'll need these. While you're not required to wear them, you may find them more to your liking than your current clothes. I'll give you a brief tour, and then we'll get you to your first class. Are you ready to begin? Wonderful. Please follow me, and don't wander off. The College of Winterhold has been a fixture in Skyrim for thousands of years. The prominent feature here is the Hall of the Elements. It's our primary location for lectures, practice sessions, and general meetings. The Arcanium is located above the hall, and the Archmage's quarters above that. While technically in charge of the college, the Archmage's responsibilities often keep him occupied. Thus, I run the day-to-day operations. Now, if you'll please follow me, I'll show you the living quarters. Unfortunately, we've had to implement more stringent entry procedures due to some problems with the local Nords. We don't anticipate any real violence, but it never hurts to be prepared. Our newest members are housed here, in the Hall of Attainment. I'll ask that you please keep your voice down while inside, as others may be working on research or delicate experiments. Now I'll show you to your quarters. You're going to be sharing space with your fellow apprentices, who you'll meet shortly. This is where you'll be staying. This bed and desk are yours. Please try and be considerate of others. Now, let's go back to the Hall of the Elements, where most of the members gather for lectures and study sessions. Initially, you'll be learning from Tolfdir, one of our most esteemed wizards. Tolfdir is likely already addressing the new apprentices. Go on in, and if you have any problems, let one of our senior members know.
Welcome, welcome. We were just beginning. Please, stay and listen. So, as I was saying, the first thing to understand is that magic is, by its very nature, volatile and dangerous. Unless you can control it, it can and will destroy you.
Sir, I think we all understand that fairly well. We wouldn't be here if we couldn't control magic.
Of course, my dear, of course. You all certainly possess some inherent natural ability. That much is not being questioned. What I'm talking about is true control, mastery of magic. It takes years, if not decades, of practice and study.
Then what are we waiting for? Let's get started.
Please, please. This is exactly what I'm talking about. Eagerness must be tempered with caution, or else disaster is inevitable.
But we've only just arrived here. You've no idea what any of us are capable of. Why not give us a chance to show you what we can do?
You've been quiet so far. What do you think we should do? Not going to weigh in either way? I admire your restraint, but there are times when you must make decisions, even without all the facts. Rely on instinct.
We're all pretty new at this, right? Let's just give it a chance. What's the worst that could happen?
All right, let's settle down. I suppose we can try something practical. In continuing with our theme of safety, we'll start with wards. Wards are protective spells that block magic. I'll teach you all a ward, and we'll see if you can successfully use it to block spells, all right? Would you mind helping me with the demonstration? Are you at all familiar with ward spells? That's all right. I can teach you a very basic ward, one that's enough for the purposes of this lesson. Now, if you'll just stand right over there, I'll cast a spell at you, and you block it with the ward. Here we go. Over there, please, just opposite me. Wouldn't want anyone else in the way. Now, cast the ward spell and keep it up. You have to keep your ward up, or else this won't work. I don't want to hurt you. Over there, please, just opposite me. Wouldn't want anyone else in the way. Now, cast the ward spell and keep it up. Hold still. Excellent work. Well, I think this is an excellent start. I'd like you all to continue practicing with wards, please. I think perhaps we're ready to begin exploring some of the various applications of magic throughout history. The college has undertaken a fascinating excavation in the ruins of Sarthal nearby. It's an excellent learning opportunity. I suggest we meet there in a few hours and see what awaits us inside. That's all for now. Thank you.
Skyrim could not be more different from elsewhere, but magic.
Good to see Skyrim still. It's always encouraging to see the younger generations embracing education.
I don't want to see you treating any of these books poorly. You are now in the Arcanium, of which I am in charge. It might as well be my own little plane of oblivion. Disrupt my Arcanium, and I will have you torn apart by angry Atronachs. Now, do you require assistance? I have a few things laying around that weren't worth adding to the collection. You may look through them. And what do you plan to do with it? Do you even know what you're asking about? Or are you just someone's errand boy? I knew it. Everyone comes in here expecting my help, but they don't even have the proper questions. An Elder Scroll is an instrument of immense knowledge and power. To read an Elder Scroll, A person must have the most rigorously trained mind, or else risk madness. Even so, the divines usually take the reader's sight as a price. The simplest way to put it is knowledge, but there's nothing simple about an Elder Scroll. It's a reflection of all possible futures and all possible pasts. Each reader sees different reflections through different lenses and may come away with a different reading. But at the same time, all of it is true, even the falsehoods, especially the falsehoods. It would take a month to explain to you how that very question doesn't even make sense. The scrolls exist here, with us, but also beyond and beneath, before and after. They are bits of divine-made substance, so we could know them. Sorry, talking about the scrolls, you usually end up in irritating and vague metaphors like that. Some people who study them devoutly go mad. Ha! You think that even if I did have one here, I would let you see it? It would be kept under the highest security. The greatest thief in the world wouldn't be able to lay a finger on it. What about... Wait. Were you the one the Greybeards were calling? I'll bring everything we have on them, but it's not much. So don't get your hopes up. It's mostly lies, leavened with rumor and conjecture. Mm-hmm. Here you go. Try not to spill anything on them. I don't want to see you treating any of these books poorly. Are we clear? Aye, that's the work of Septimus Cygnus. He's the world's master of the nature of Elder Scrolls, but, well, he's been gone for a long while. Too long. Oh no, I hope not. But even I haven't seen him in years, and we were close. Became obsessed with the Dwemer. Took off north saying he had found some old artifact. Haven't seen him since. Somewhere in the ice fields, if you want to try to find him.
Dwemer in the beyond. I'll know your lost unknown and rise to your depth. When the top level was built, no more could be placed. It was and is the maximal apex. Elder Scrolls, indeed. The Empire. They absconded with them. Or so they think. The ones they saw. The ones they thought they saw. I know of one. Forgotten. Sequestered. But I cannot go to it, not poor Septimus, for I have arisen beyond its grasp. Here. Well, here as in this plain, Mundus, Tamriel, nearby, relatively speaking. On the cosmological scale, well, it's all nearby. One block lifts the other. Septimus will give what you want, but you must bring him something in return. You see this masterwork of the Dwemer, deep inside their greatest knowings. Septimus is clever among men, but he is but an idiot child compared to the dullest of the Dwemer. Lucky then they left behind their own way of reading the Elder Scrolls. In the depths of Black Reach, one yet lies. Have you heard of Black Reach? Cast upon where Drimmer City slept, the yearning spire hidden learnings kept. Under deep, below the dark, the hidden keep, Tower Mzark. Of Tand, the point of puncture, of first entry, of the tapping. Delve to its limits, and Black Reach lies just beyond. But not all can enter there. Only Septimus knows the hidden key to loose the lock, to jump beneath the deathly rock. Two things I have for you, two shapes. One edged, one round. The round one for tuning. Dwemer music is soft and subtle, and needed to open their cleverest gates. The edged lexicon for inscribing. To us, a hunk of metal. To the Dwemer, a full library of knowings, but empty. Find Mzark and its sky dome. The machinations there will read the scroll and lay the lore upon the cube. Trust Septimus. He knows you can know. The deepest doors of Dwemer listen for singing. It plays the attitude of notes proper for opening. Can you not hear it? Too low for hearings? To glimpse the world inside an Elder Scroll can damage the eyes or the mind, as it has to Septimus. The Dwemer found a loophole, as they always do, to focus the knowledge away and inside without harm. Place the lexicon into their contraption, and focus the knowings into it. When it brims with glow, bring it back, and Septimus can read once more. Ooh, an observant one. How clever to ask of Septimus. This Dwemer lockbox. Look upon it and wonder. Inside is the heart of a god, the heart of you and me. But it was hidden away, not by the dwarves, you see. They were already gone. Someone else, unseen, unknown, found the heart, and with a flair for the ironical, used dwarven trickery to lock it away. The scroll will give the deep vision needed to open it. For not even the strongest machinations of the Dwemer can hold off the all-sight given by an Elder Scroll.